Hello and welcome to Todd's Truth. This is Star Trek Highs and Lows Part 2, where I will be doing a walkthrough and talking about Star Trek Online, the only real Star Trek left. And here we are. This is Star Trek Online. This is a game, like I was saying, was one of the best, if not the best Star Trek game I've ever seen that continues to keep the love of Star Trek alive, where all the TV shows have failed. As you can see, this is the character create screen. You can create from the original series. You can go to current Starfleet, which it takes place after Voyager and after the destruction of Romulus in the future. And you can be the Klingons, the Romulan Republic, which this is what's left of the Romulan Empire. It's become the Romulan Republic now as a free people. And then you can also play as Jem'Hadar from the Dominion now. They were recently added. And there's also a Discovery, but I don't like TV shows, so I don't play those. And you have a multiple choice of races as well. Like for the Federation, you can do Starfleet. And then you can have all of these races, as you can see. Andorians, humans, Beta Zeds, Bolians. And recently added were Cardassians, that you can actually have a Cardassian character now in the Federation. Now, in the game, the Cardassians have joined the Alliance now, which is the group of Federation, Romulan Republic, and Klingons to defend against exterior forces that they couldn't face on their own. And the Cardassians have now joined that group. So now they're in the game. You can be a Ferengi if you want to. You can be Trill. You can even be a Klingon in the Federation if you want to. As you can see, all these other races here, liberated Borg, human, and you can see all these other races. Talaxians from Voyager, that you can now be. And you can see all these races. Vulcans, of course, got to have the Vulcans. And aliens. This is an alien that you can modify and create your own alien species just for the game. If you don't want to be Federation or Starfleet, you can be a Klingon. The Klingons now have several races as part of the Klingon Empire. As you can see, you can be Cardassian 2 here. You can be Klingon, of course. Then you can be a Gorn, because in this year, in the future, the Klingons conquered the Gorn, and they also conquered the Lethians, that's Lethian, and they also conquered the Nausicaans and the Orions. So you can be any one of these races and be part of the Klingon Empire. They also have their own aliens as well, so you can make your own species of alien for them as well. You can also be, and then the Romulan Republic, which you can be any member of the Romulans. As you can see, plus you've got the liberated Borg Romulans and the Remans. And then, of course, the Romulans. And they also have an alien group that you can make yourself as well. And then you can do the Jem'Hadar too, and do missions for working for the Founders. Let's go back now, and I'll show you some of my characters that I have. Like my main character that I have is a Vulcan, because Vulcans were one of my favorite groups in Starfleet. And you can see that above them in the sky, that whatever ship you currently are using, that appears there as your ship. This is your away team. And you can see there's different races here. I have a Jem'Hadar. I have a Vulcan and others here. So you can pick up to, some missions allow you to take yourself and 2 others with you on a mission, a ground mission, or you can have yourself and 4 others for a party of 5. They have really great ground missions and combat or non-combat space missions. So you actually use your ship. So that's what sets us apart from most games, is you get both ground combat and space combat. Or not combat, but very specific missions that you can do, which, fills out the whole void of, everything. I haven't seen a thing in here that I haven't liked about the missions. And you can even, let's go ahead and go into this game so you can see the graphics. The graphics are really good. Plus, like what you're seeing here, this load screen, twice a year, they have a summer festival and a winter festival that if you complete the whole festival by playing it once a day for 14 or 21 days, depending on what the festival is, you get a new free ship. And as you can see, here's my ship right here, this large one right here. It's It's a dreadnought, so it's a large, powerful ship. And as you can see the size to the ship above me, which looks like an old Federation ship, when they disappear like that, that means that the character has beamed down to the planet, which is right there in front of us, which I'll do too. And in a minute, when I show you that everything you can do here. So your ship is here. Here's all of your systems, weapons. You get to outfit this in any way you want and set up the ship any way you want. Then you can also go through missions and get more bridge officers. So as you can see, I have there's a Riemann bridge. Here's a Jem'Hadar, and you can just go through and get all kinds of them. Here's a Kabali, Breen, Voth, and these characters that you can get come from all different regions of the Star Trek universe. As you can see, I'll open this up so you can see the galaxy map. The galaxy map is, open this up a little more. There you go. Is the entire Star Trek universe, as you can see. Alpha quadrant, beta quadrant. There's the gamma quadrant and the delta quadrant. So you can do everything from Deep Space Nine missions into the gamma quadrant with the Jem'Hadar and the Founders. You can do a ton of missions here for the Voyager timeline to do all of their stuff that people that they interacted with, like the Voth here. They interacted with the Voth in the gamma quadrant, in the delta quadrant, excuse me. You've got the Federation, the Klingons, the Romulans. Over here, you've got the Cardassians. There's, zoom in on that. There's Deep Space Nine. There's Bajor. The Defiri, who's another race that has been mentioned in different things. Here's the Breen area. And then up here, you've had races that were only mentioned in Star Trek, like the Zinkethi. They're a race that warred with the Klingons for a while. The Ferengi are right over here. So they're always out doing their bad dealings. And then you can just, as long as you play, their current level of this game is your character is 65, which makes you a fleet admiral, which you can see up here in the top left-hand corner. And as you progress from ensign up, at every major rank promotion, you get a new ship, or you get to choose a new ship. It's your choice. You can take the new ship, or you can continue using the old ship that you had if you like the ship. So that's another thing that's really great. As this game has gone to free to play, there has been quite a few changes in it because, as free to play, that means they add in more buying things to get either. Now, I wouldn't say necessarily say pay to win, but you can play the entire game from beginning to end and never have to buy a thing. There's multiple ways of getting new ships that are outside your normal rank promotion stuff. There's you can collect dilithium to get extra things and buy extra things with dilithium, so now outside cash. But there is the store here, which you have to buy. This is all you have to buy these Zen, they call them, with real money to buy things in this store. Then they also added in, of course, these, which they call them lock boxes, but every other game it's a loot box. So to open those loot boxes, you have to go to the store here and buy these keys. Each key opens one box. And they of course limited it now to each box used to have up to 3 or 4 things in it. And now they've gotten to where every loot box only has 1 thing in it. So you're paying 1,125 Zen for 10 keys, and that gives you 10 boxes, so 10 things. Still a little steep on some things. So if I ever do this, I usually wait for them to go on sale, because a lot of things do go on sale, like ships and different things. And you can buy ships too if you want, if you don't want to wait for to actually get a ship or keep a ship that you get for free. You can buy ships, or like you can get like I said, the 2 ships per year, which is what's going on. This is another contest that's going on. One just finished, which is the seasonal one, summer and winter. Then they do things where you can do like these are galactic red alerts, which are like a quick instance for other games where you just go in, you fight like this one, Borg, Tholian, Alachi, Nakul, and Zinkethi. And you go in and fight, and then you get rep points. And rep points are also used to get things for free. Like this one, I give you, when you complete this one played this 5 days in a row, you'll get this reward, which upgrades anything to a maximum level gold, which is the highest level of an item. That looks like these items up here, these are maximum level gold. As you can see, that maxes out weapons, whatever you want to do with them for maximum damage, or if I get these ones up to gold, they'll be high level like these. So you get different things for that. Let's beam down to the planet, and I can show you the graphics down there as well. Then here's where you beam down. When you're beaming down, you want to pick your away team. And usually I pick them since I'm an engineer, and when you make a character, you can become tactical, an engineer, or a science officer. And then once you get those done, you can specify which way you want to go. Like science officers can go science or medical. Tactical officers, depending on what they do, can become different things as well. And same with engineers. So if you want to beam down, you pick your away team like that. Then you hit the accept button. And then it will beam you down to the planet's surface. Sometimes, depending on how packed it is, it takes a few minutes to load. So this here is Kabali Prime. And let me just walk over here, back up. There, I can show you. This is the surface of Kabali Prime, where a lot of the Kabali missions, where you complete missions, at the end of all the missions, you get a Kabali officer to join your bridge crew. And I have here his Dominion. You get him for completing a specific Dominion mission early on. But this is the graphics for the ground. As you can see here I am as my Vulcan, wearing my Federation uniform. But there's all kinds of stuff you can do here. I mean, like I said before, it's by far the best Star Trek anything. I mean, by far. I play this quite a bit, and it keeps my love of Star Trek alive. So this would be one of the highs of Star Trek, is right here, because keeps you going for Star Trek and your love of Star Trek, because it is the most accurate to Star Trek thing still left out there. And it doesn't, there's only a few problems with it, they'll add, one of the best things I'll say before I get to problems is that when they add new content, it's added as like a season, a television season. Each part of the season is an episode, like a TV episode. So you would go like to here, the Klingon War, which is one of the earliest things you do right after you get your training done to learn how to play the game. Each one of these you complete for different things like missions, and they give you rewards. Like if I wanted to replay this one right here, see these here are your rewards. You get to pick one of those rewards to as your prize. But the great thing is, if you like more than one of these rewards, or there's more than one thing in here you want, you can complete the mission again by doing what I just did there, clicking the replay button, and that'll bring the mission up again, and you can play it again to collect more than one reward from that mission. So you can get a lot of things, like, when you get into some of the missions, there'll be like one mission will have like 3 things that you need for your ship, but you need all 3. So you play through the mission 3 times to collect the set. And when you collect sets, so like a set will give you a bonus, so that when you do like your ship, or even people like him here, he has a set armor. So he has the set on for Delta Alliance Combat Armor set that gives you a bonus. As you see at the bottom there, it says parts of the set, 3 of 3, and it gives it listed. And then it says set piece for 2 and set 3. Each one of those gives you a special bonus ability. The same happens with your ships. Like here I have the Iconian set. The Iconian set is probably the most powerful ship set in the game current. And as you can see, I have the things there for it. Tells you weapons, but then you scroll down, it says the set bonuses. Set for 2, set 3, and set 4 each give you a special ability that just having one or none, or 2 of those will give you. Each one of those things, if you get all 4, it gives you the most powerful thing. And as you can see, there's a lot of seasons out right now, because this game's been going on now for 10 years. I played it since the beta, and I'm a lifetime member of it. So I get things that other people don't get. If you're a lifetime member, you get everything free here in the personal promotion section. All of this is for lifetime members. And then there's a legacy unlock area, and all of this is free to lifetime members as well. So you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to do anything. But when I started paying, it was pay to play. You had to pay a monthly subscription. So I went ahead and just did the lifetime subscription. But now with pay to play, And being that it's all free to play now, like I said, a lot of stuff you can do is more and more today. They're making more and more you have to buy. But other than that, it's a great game. And if you love Star Trek, you're going to love this game. So like I said, if you enjoy Star Trek, try the game. Star Trek Online. You can just go download it. It's for free. You can get it on Steam. You can get it on Arc, whichever one you prefer to use, and give it a try, because the game it's just a great game. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. What the hell, go crazy. Leave a comment and follow me on social media. The links will be in the description box below. I will see you in the next video.